Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You'll go down in history. Hello, this is John from My First Ukulele, and today's song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I'm going to be doing this video in two different parts. If you're more of a beginner, go ahead and just start on the part where it starts with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. If you're more of an intermediate player and you want to do the beginning part with all the different reindeer, that part is going to have a few more chords in it, and that's where we're going to begin in today's tutorial. If you like the My First Ukulele instructional videos, hit like and subscribe to the channel below where you can catch many more ukulele tutorials. And if you go on the website, you'll catch many more things like ukulele reviews and all different types of ukulele topics. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We're at the intro. All right, so I'm going to be walking you through the different chords of this song. We're going to start in the D minor chord. Now we are in the key of C for this, but we don't see C very often. We don't see C. We don't find very many C chords that often. So, but let's go ahead and start there. And D minor is 2-2-1-0 from the ceiling to the floor. So this would be like, you know, Dasher, and then Dancer for E minor. I would do the version that's 0-2-0-2 from the ceiling to the floor. It's E minor 7. Dancer, G7, you just add one finger on the F note. Prancer, C, and Vixen. We do that again, D minor. Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. A minor, 2-0-0-0. But do, going to E7, 1-2-0-2 from the ceiling to the floor. A minor, call, D7, that's 2-0-2-0. The most famous reindeer of G7, all. And then we're going to go into the chorus of the song, which is actually mostly really simple. It's a lot of just C chord as we go through. So, and usually there's some sort of bass line that goes down. Do-do-do, C chord. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very G7 nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And from here we walk down to a C7. So I go 0003, 0002, 0001 to the C7. So it's like, and then we go to F chord. Then one foggy C, Christmas Eve, D minor, G7 to C, G. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, D7, won't you guide my G7 sleigh tonight, C chord. Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, yippee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history, G7C. Pretty much how the song goes. There's a few little extras that you can add as you go into it. One thing that we haven't done a lot is make boogies out of songs. So when you get to the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you can actually do this cool little trick. The easiest way I know how to do this on a high G ukulele is to, you'll put your ring finger on the C note, and then you'll kind of go back and forth between this chord and then a C with an added F in there. So it's like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny, and then you're going to go to G7, nose. Now, this is pretty tricky, but you can do it. You can boogie this G7 by putting your pinky on an E note. That's on the 3rd string. 4th fret, okay? And then you just go back to the C chord like you had before, so C. Now if you don't have a high G ukulele, you can just make it you can add the F chord to the C chord. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So that's another version of that you can do to make this boogie a little bit harder as you go through the song. It's really fun. One of those classic tunes that everybody wants to know how to play. And then there's a few other extra chords you can add. I omitted a diminished chord that was in here. We'll talk about that in a future video. But I hope you enjoyed playing along with me today. And if you like the videos, hit like and subscribe to the My First Ukulele channel below. We'll see you for the next Christmas video soon. Bye-bye.